All right, YouTube. You guys know who this is already. What's popping? I do have a video showing my pickups yesterday. But it was so long and I was so tired and I had to prepare for today. I didn't get a chance to post it. But if you guys do want to see it, if I get the more likes and stuff I get, the more views I get, the more I'll show better and more effort to do my videos. Anyway, yesterday I went to sell. I shouldn't have set up. I went to sell. I basically just made less than $100 than my rent at the spot, which is $100. I had some guys to my right these guys were phenomenal. Like, these guys had sick shit, video games, everything. But the guy kind of screwed me over on stuff, so I'll probably never deal with him again because I don't like the way the dude does business. So, and they're young kids, like young white boys, but I still don't like the way they do business. You know, anybody in their 30s and anybody's in their early 40s, 30s, and 20s are young to me. But anyway, this other dude named Jimmy, older white guy, he's definitely my senior. He had a lot of video game stuff. This guy had tons of shit. He worked a deal out with me earlier, along with this other cat that already seen his stuff. So of course, he saw the stuff the day before or whatnot, or I think there was I don't know, whatever arrangements they had. He had first dibs on whatever, and I can respect that because at the end of the day, I personally don't like that particular buyer, but I respect it. You know, so I got some stuff too, and I asked the guy. I was like, well, like somewhere around 11. I'll say around between 9:30, 10ish, 11. Well, 10ish, so between 9 something and 10ish. I asked him, well, what do you want to do on the rest of the stuff? Because it got to the point where people were just gonna nitpick stuff, and of course, I got places that take video games. They don't give much, but if I get stuff for a good deal, I can make money on it. Anyway, he sold me all the leftovers for $350. It must have been about, tons of controllers, extra regular NES controllers, a lot of some third-party controllers for different systems. I did get a non-working Dreamcast because I did test it. I got 4 of the big 6-switch button Ataris. None of them were the Darth Vader ones, or Vader Atari. So there was 4 of those, and then there was the small compact Atari 20, and they were all 2600. So 4 2600 Ataris, and the smaller one that's black with the a little aluminum emblem going across it with the little rainbow colors. So that makes 5 Atari 2600s. Be forewarned, this is gonna be a long video because I have a lot to say and a lot to show. So you figure with that. Let me see. So yeah, so that would make 5 2600 Ataris. An Atari 810. I thought it was 2 of them, but it's this. But one is like, I think one is like a hard disk or something like that. The other one's like a floppy type thing. I try to power them on. They're not working. So whatever. And then there was also an Atari cassette recorder type thing. Also trying to plug that in, didn't work. But still, no, that's nostalgic. So I wouldn't want to play it anyway. Just just having a piece of having a piece of American video game history alone is just pretty decent for me. So I'm cool with that because I'll never play it. So outside of that, let me see. Got that. Oh yeah, 5200. Is it? No, it wasn't an Odyssey. What is it? Was it Intellivision 1 and 2? Whatever. It was 2 of those old arcades, and also an Atari pinball, which it seemed like it's its own game thing too. And some other stuff. A lot of attachments, joysticks and shit. There was 2 PlayStation 2 Slims. One worked, one didn't. Read the disc. And there was another PlayStation 2, but it was the original one. So that was 3 PS2s. A Dreamcast, as I said earlier. 2 Sega Genesis. Nintendo. A Super Nintendo. The Super Nintendo was fucked up. I mean, it worked, but you could tell the person was a smoker because it was extremely yellow. And some other stuff I'm probably forgetting right now. Anyway, I paid $350 for all that yesterday. My guys in the city offered me $400, and I'm gonna tell you why I took it. I made a $50 profit off the stuff. Yeah, I had to go to the city. I had to pay a toll to get there and stuff, but it was well worth it because I was going into them to take some other stuff that was worth about just under $200 anyway. So that was no reason why I was like, you know what, let me just see if I can get all this stuff from him, and I know I should be able to make money. And I gave them all a duplicate Atari 2600 games, but they were all like mediocre games. They sell the games between 5 and 10 depending on condition and whatnot in their store, you know. And again, I don't know if everything works because all the Ataris that I have downstairs, well, the 5200 does power on, and the newer 2600 also powers on because they both have their own power supply. Now, all the Atari power supplies that I do have, for some reason, they don't plug into the Atari 2600s that I have because the Atari 600s that I have is basically like a female hole, and your adapter needs to be a male hole to where, I mean, a male plug to where it goes into the hole. And all these Atari adapters are kind of similar to the regular Nintendo adapter where it's the adapter with the whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I guess if you guys know video games, you get the picture. So it was a lot of shit. So I wasn't right with the $50 just due to the fact that I kept, you know, like the Atari 810 stuff. I kept the Atari 5200. I kept 2 out of the 4 6-switch Atari 2600s. The reason I kept 2 because one has like a different sticker and a different name on it, but they both have different type of wood grain for the design of it. And of course I kept the small slim Atari 2600 too, because like I said, I want to have different variations of video game systems and collect them. And then sooner or later I want to try to get boxes for all my stuff as well, so that way I can just keep stuff displayed instead of worry about dust and whatnot. But, you know, in due time. Well, it was a lot of shit. I got video game stuff from all over the place. There's one dude, Pete and Jerry. They always sell stuff. They gave me a Dreamcast. I wound up getting 3 Dreamcasts yesterday. The second one, I don't remember where the hell it came from. But I know the third one, that it wouldn't read the disc, came out of that lot from that dude I was just telling you about. With all the Atari, with all the old school stuff that nobody else decided, you know, like nobody else wanted it. Only reason why they didn't want it is because I tell everybody, you know, people shop with their eyes. If he cleaned or at least took time to wipe the video game systems down, he would have got more money for it. Because, you know, when stuff is old and it's dirty, people automatically assume it's not going to work. So people don't want to take a chance and buy it. You know, my guys, they buy stuff regardless. You know, if it works, they buy it. If it doesn't work, they still buy it because they have technicians and they fix video games in their store. So they don't really care about that. You know, as long as it's, you know what I'm saying, as long as it's salvageable, they'll buy it because they can always use that stuff for parts. And that's extra parts that the owner of J&L Games won't have to, you know, order parts from eBay or wherever he orders his stuff from. So, I mean, obviously it costs them cheaper, you know, getting stuff coming in the store than I would guess ordering parts from a company anyway. So, I did get that. So let me show you guys the Dreamcast. All I had to do was wipe it down a little bit. This is the best condition one out of the 3. And actually, when I'm talking about best condition, this is actually Pete and Jerry's Dreamcast. You know, it's funny because I had, I think, 2 or 3 Dreamcasts back to back that I actually sold. And like I said, when I got that $500 video game lot, that was when I kept some of the stuff out of it. And my plan was just to collect Nintendo stuff. I was just going to collect only Nintendo stuff, which I should have stayed to that. But I came across so many systems so quickly You know, because now, you know, I just came through so much stuff so quickly. It's easy for me just to. I mean, it's easy and it's not really that cost efficient because the stuff I wind up keeping wind up being free because I make money on other stuff. And this one has a game in it. Is what is it? Grandia or something like that. But anyway, real cool game. I mean, I never played the game, but I need this for myself. I got about three. Well, I kept 3 Dreamcast controllers. I'm not setting stuff up yet because I got a guy. Comic-Con is this week coming up, and I'm supposedly be working out a ticket thing with somebody to get in a dealer's pass. And on top of that, I got another guy who's supposed to have some guys who's gonna come pick up his Legos because we made a deal on my whole Lego collection. And I went down to Columbus today, and I'm gonna show you the stuff I got from Columbus today too. Last week I went down to purposely show pictures to this other dude, but my Lego guy, you know, he basically, you know, we made a deal, so he's gonna be taking my stuff. I took some stuff down to him today too because I knew I was going down there, and we made a deal on that stuff too. Even though that stuff has nothing to do with the Lego deal that we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to my man Aaron from PA. Real cool white boy, man. Alrighty then. So we got can never have enough original controllers for no systems if you collect systems. Because you never know when they go bad, and or you never know when you get more systems that may need accessories to go along with it if you decide to package stuff up. Now my plan is to start buying video game systems, and I want to get as many clear bins as I can so I can store stuff. So this way when I put stuff in my garage, I know where everything is just by looking at stuff. So that's my plan. I did get this. I turned it on and it the light came on, but I didn't get a chance to plug it up to see if it works. I need one of these. This actually is one of the things that I got out of Jimmy's bin of stuff that I got when I said I brought everything for $350. And this is the PS1. This is another system that I wanted to get my hands on. I want to also get my hands on a little TV thing also. So, yep. It does have, look like it was rusted from the bottom there, so it must have been sitting in something. But funny thing is, the inside is perfect. It comes right on, powers on, and the CD spins. So that's a clear clarification for me that it works. And when I actually took this out, because this was actually in there was no rust or nothing inside here to indicate that the system was submerged. Obviously, you could tell from just when I opened up the door. So all I had to do was wipe it down, and because you know before I had to keep playing around with it to keep the door closed. So all I had to do was like scrub everything down. I have a way. I use a scrub brush and I use water and dish liquid to clean all of my systems. Some of y'all probably like, what? That's electronics. It's a certain way you got to do it. You know, trade secret. So I did get this. Hopefully it works. And this, I will hold on to this until I get an upgrade. Only because, and the reason I'm saying upgrade is again because of the bottom right here where you see that rust. I could probably, most likely I can get that out anyway, but I'll hold on to it. I am going to test my stuff to see what works and what doesn't. I'm just waiting to clear up all this stuff so I can plug stuff up to the TV and to my Sony Bravia over there. And of course, like I said, I got VMUs that came out of there too. I don't remember if I got a couple from Jerry and Pete, but I did get stuff from that guy Jimmy that I brought everything from. Okay, this stuff I think I got today. Oh, so let me show you the first thing that that I initially brought from Jimmy before we made the deal on a 350 lot bin. I paid $150 for this. All right. Some of you are probably like, what? Not just this. These are some G1 Transformers that he had. This thing here. I don't know what it is. So here is a Seeker. I think it's Thundercracker, but it doesn't have the wings. It's very hard to find those in a while without the wings unless a person is a collector and they just have all that stuff. Here's another dude That's a G1 transformer. Then we have two other ones here. I do believe this is more of a newer one, judging the paint apps and everything on that. This is definitely old school. So I got that stuff. But this is basically included. He actually included this in the deal. And it's funny because there was 6 other people that were interested in this, and one guy tried to undercut me by talking to him on the side, and he actually made it loud and said, "Why would I do that to another? Why would I do that to a friend of mine? Let alone another vendor, and on top of that, just another person that buys. I don't do sneaky shit like that." And he's a straightforward OG. He's an old. I don't know if he's Italian or Irish or something, but he kind of, you know who he reminds me? He reminds me of a slimmer version of Don Nichols. He's an old white comedian that, I mean, this guy curses, and I mean I love Don Nichols. He was a real funny dude, man, and that's who Jimmy reminded me of. Now I'm thinking about it, and he was straightforward. The guy stood there looking stupid, a white dude, and I'm just looking at him, and I was like, "Really, bro?" And he said, "Well, you know how it go." I said, there's a code, man. And I said that code is just as important as the mail code. Like there's certain things you should never do. And he walked away like whatever. And I said I was gonna say something. I left it alone. So it was that. Then it was the control deck, and it does have the paperwork, and you know, the system that's supposed to have been in here was a little eh. So what I did was I switched one that I was going to take in to sell anyway, because that one was in better condition than the other 2 NESs. He didn't have the NES in the box, but he was going to put it in the box because he had this box, and the box was empty. But since he had so many systems, and the box is in really good condition considering, I had to put 2 NES controllers in here. It doesn't have the adapter, and it doesn't have the game. The game I never had, which is just a regular Mario Brother game, but I'll definitely come across that. I screwed up because I was in a rush yesterday after cleaning everything and trying to test stuff. It was pushing on 7:45, and I had to get to Midtown Manhattan from Jersey, and I did it in an hour. Or within an hour, actually about 45 minutes. So I made a mistake, and I actually gave him 2 extra NES controllers and an extra adapter, and I screwed up. But whatever, that was my fault because this was actually a complete unit, and that was my F up. Alright. And then also this is actually complete with all paperwork and everything. This is actually, what is it? The Nintendo licensed double pack, double player wireless head-to-head system, and it's by Acclaim, and it's actually in here. And last but not least, because I do have the Nintendo Action Set that I actually kept out of that $500 video game system. Lot that I brought over a month ago. But that one doesn't have the box. The box is in bad condition, and it doesn't have the inserts. And that's the light and dark gray action set. This is the light gray and orange action set. This box is in way better condition, and on top of that, it has the inserts and all paperwork. Again, the same story as I just told you with the control deck. I think I need the Mario game too. So this actually, I need another set. No, one of these do have the 2 controllers in it. So either way, one of these I do need 2 controllers, and I need 2 Nintendo power cords because I screwed up again. I would call Kit and tell him, yo, I actually gave you this and that, but it's my fault, and he did me a huge favor twice, and I don't want to press my, I don't want to, it's just not right. It's not his fault that I fucked up and I made a mistake. So I'm gonna eat that one, and I'll wait. And because now I need Nintendo adapters and NES controllers, watch how hard it is for me to come across them now. just amazing. But yeah, anyway, so I basically paid. I'm sorry, yeah. So I basically paid $150 for these 3 box NES items and those G1 Transformers. Of course, I'm not chasing after the right price, so I wasn't lucky. I'm not lucky enough to get those phenomenal. They're not deals. Those phenomenal steals, because the prices my man and his peoples get. I mean, it's phenomenal. I love seeing that. I love watching people's videos. I love seeing people get good scores. I just love it. You know, it's exciting to me. It's entertainment to me to see that. You know what I mean? So seeing, and it's cool to see younger people that weren't born being into stuff that I grew up, that's in my era. Or I mean, I was actually older, but you know, you get my drift. So anyway, yeah, I got a lot of stuff. I gotta figure out what the hell is going on here. So I'm just gonna put this on top of this. So yeah, but it's all right. So like I said, I got that stuff. I got the Atari 5200, 3 of the 2600s. I don't remember what it's called. I don't remember if it's the Odyssey and Odyssey 2, or if it's the Intelligent. I mean the Intellivision and Intellivision 2. Or maybe one of them is the Intellivision and the other one is the Odyssey 2. I don't remember what the hell it is, which is which. But again, I do have the Atari 810. I don't know if I have all the wires and stuff for it, but I'll have to do some more research on that stuff and to figure out why I have so many Atari adapters that cannot plug into the 6-switch Ataris. So I gotta figure that out. All right, now moving on to today. I guess it just makes sense since everything's right next to me. Makes this a lot easier. This one dude, he wanted $20 each on these. I am trying to get a lot of gimmick stuff for video games, just so I have more appealing eye candy and stuff. And again, I want to collect, so it makes sense to have this stuff. We have here the Guitar Hero Live. We have one for the Xbox 360, which is the front, and then we have one for the Wii U. Oh, I just realized it's the Wii U. Oh man, I just realized he didn't even know what he had. I just realized this. It was 3 of them. He had 3, but he thought. Oh, I just realized he actually thought that 2 of them was for the Wii U. It wasn't. I just realized one of these was, I believe, was for the Wii. One was for the Wii U, and then the Xbox 360. I just realized that now because I see the blue U next to the Wii U. So yeah, I didn't even check these out because he said they were. You know, he said they were new, but now looking upon them, because I was in a rush doing other things. Let me look and see. Because he said they were new, but you know, you get some, and one thing about Columbus versus Meadowlands, I mean, you figure since people is more south, and a lot of people do come from Philly, you think they wouldn't be, you know, you can't just trust people. I mean, you know, you got a lot. I mean, you got more thieves running around. You do have more thieves running around Meadowlands, or at least ones that got caught or get caught. Okay, yeah, he's right. All right, so let me shut up. No, not necessarily, because this game should be sealed, and it's not sealed. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But it looks that, yeah. I don't know. I see better. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's in a box. I paid $10 each on them. And it's nice. It's nice. It's nice. You know, eye candy. And that's the whole point of me of me wanting to have all my systems boxed. I'm more worried. I'm more into having my systems boxed than having the games boxed, because you know games is easy wipe down. Systems, dust and years of dust and stuff. I don't mind having dusty boxes because you can wipe a box down and dust gets on a box and you don't have to worry about the system ever being messed up. So I'm just gonna take the word for it. So these two, I basically paid $20 for both of them. I go to thrift shops, I've been in a couple of pawn shops, and even when I go to even at the flea market, a lot of people be wanting $20, $30 for these things each. used just because it's complete. This one lady had a Wii. No, she had a I forgot which Xbox 360 she had, but she wanted $30 for it. I don't think I looked in the. Oh, that's the reason why I didn't buy it. I would have brought it and then just took in my Xbox and got like $15 for it, for mine or whichever one was the worst. But I didn't get it for two reasons. One, it was the white one with the silver door, and those are infamous for having red ring of death. Speaking of that, I forgot I also had the newer black shorter Xbox 360. I traded that one. I gave that one in yesterday too because it didn't work. It wouldn't power on or anything. And there was two white Xbox 360s, the old ones. One was the regular one, then the premium one, which is the one with the silver door. That was the one that had the red ring of death. The other one, it turned on, and then after a couple of minutes, it shut itself off. So I forgot. I also had those three 360s as well. That I also traded in. And like I said, I paid $350 for everything, and I wound up making $50 off of that. Because you guys remember, everything was like basic games. Nothing was the wow factor. And the most stuff I got, the stuff he gave me the most for was the Atari stuff. All the other games, they're not even dime a dozen. These guys got hundreds of everything. Hundreds of everything I brought in. They just take stuff because it's always better to have to have overstock of stuff than to not have. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got that. That was $20. Moving on to this bag here. I don't remember where this bag came from. I don't remember if I got this. No, this wasn't today. This was yesterday. Because I just realized I put this stuff in here from yesterday. I'm not gonna even show this because it's gonna be too confusing. So I'm not gonna even do that because I only go from yesterday to today because I'm getting myself freaking confused.
Dad, I'm sorry. I think you caught a mouse downstairs.
All right, well, do yourself a favor here. Take a shower and brush your teeth. It's almost time for you to go to bed. All right. What is this crap here? This from today or yet? Okay, this from today. All right, that's today. Right. This is also from today or yesterday? No, today. I paid $10 for this. Funny because there was a whole bunch of this G.I. Joe movie figures that people paid crazy amounts of money for Thursday at Bodner's auction. And here it is, I picked up. Did I get these today? Yeah, I did. Oh yeah, I think I paid. Alright. I gotta figure out what it's. I think this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I don't remember what vendor I got this from. I just know that I got them $2 a piece. What is this? Yeah, I paid $2 a piece for these. These are G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra. I believe there's 2 Storm Shadows here. And we have another Storm Shadow. Okay, so there's 3. There's 2 unhooded and 2 hooded Storm Shadows. Then here we have Cobra Commander and I believe Neo Viper. That's 2 Neo Vipers. Oh, 3. Okay, 3 Neo Vipers. Army Builders. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 figures here. And this is stuff I don't mind paying cheap on because I will hold on to stuff. This, I don't remember what I paid for this. I gotta look this up because it says Nintendo DS Rumble Pack. Oh, okay, it makes sense now. Because the DS and the DSi, it has the Game Boy Advance port. I just realized that. So this is why it's Rumble Pack. Because it goes into that port. Then this game, I think I got this pretty cheap. I don't remember if I paid $5 for this or 10. Pokemon pinball. Ah, this thing keeps going off. So yeah, Pokemon pinball. I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember where the hell I got it from, but whatever. I gotta put all these toys aside because I gotta get more. Whoa! I gotta get more bins so I can store stuff. I want to get a bin for GI Joe stuff and everything. So tomorrow I'll probably head to. I don't know if I'm going to go to Unique later in the day or early in the day. I don't know what I'm gonna do first. So yeah, we got that. Let me just put this up here because I got this shit all over the place. Alright, right. Now this I also got today. I can't remember what I paid for these two. I think Superman no, okay. Alright, I remember now. Alright. This guy, I think I gave him $5 for both. Old man early in the morning in a corner spot. Yeah. $5 for both. This is the DC Classics Superman. Like I said, this kind of stuff like Marvel Legends, DC Multiverse, DC Universe Classic figures, is stuff that I'm looking for. These are always worth money. They're always gonna be worth money, and especially the DC Classic figures and the Toy Biz Marvel Legends because they're no longer in production, and they're always sought after because a lot of people don't like the multiverse figures on the DC line. So I believe Superman was 3, and I believe this game was. Before you got a chance to ask, I just asked, would you take $2 for it, and making it 5 because he had to give me $2 and change anyway. It was like right. It was basically like 6:20 in the morning, 6:20, 6:30 the latest because people were still trying to get spots, and he was like, yeah, sure, smart, and I said, up, smart man. And he just laughed. You know, he asked me, did you set up today? It's amazing how many people remember you, because it's like I don't remember a lot. I do not remember a lot of these people. And it's like with the weight that I lost, even though your face don't change, with the weight that I lost 65 pounds. So with the weight that I lost, and on top of that, not having the Mr. T haircut no more, I'm surprised so many people remember and recognize me. You know, it's crazy. Alright, so yeah, so $5 for both of them. PlayStation 2, Micro Machines V4, and Superman. I mean, $5 for him alone is pretty good for something you can turn around and make a $5 to $10 profit off of him, because he's a main DC character. So, all right. So we got that. Move these bags out the way. And what are you? Okay. All right, I'll get to that later because that was on the way coming home. All right, moving on to this bag. This guy, you know, he got like some holes in his backside there. His Marvel Legends, the thing. The guy wanted $5 for it, and it's the thing with the bendable hands. I didn't see no problem with that. I'm just gonna take the tag off. Take that off. Put that right in that bin because the bin is right there. So it's $5 for that, and when I know something's a deal, you know that thing. I mean, I believe on card or blister pack or in package, I believe that thing is only worth about maybe $15 to $25. So loose, you know, $10 is practical. The same old man that I just showed you the Micro Machines V4 and that DC Classic Superman that I paid $5 for both. I wound up getting her for I think $2 or $3 again from him, same guy, because I went around the whole flea market 3 times. So he also had this figure, and I wound up getting her for I think either $2 or $3. All right, this guy, I brought it because he was a Navy guy. He was real cool, and you know he was real nice, and I wound up getting a Game Boy game from him. That's worth about $15, $10 to $15. This was like $2. I don't really need or want cases, but it is Mario related, and he said 3, and I was actually getting ready to go to my pocket, and I was gonna look at other stuff. But I guess for some reason he thought I wasn't gonna buy it, so he said, you know what, I'll do 2. So I wasn't gonna say, oh, I'll give you the 3. Fuck it, you know, we're gonna take $2 for it. That's fine with me too. So it was $2 for this DS case. This, I don't remember what the hell I paid for. I don't remember what I paid for Donald Trump. Actually, no. This one, I don't remember where the hell I got it from. It wasn't from the old man that I got the Superman and the PS2 Micro Machine game from. This was the one I got from him. And I think he gave me this for $2 or $3. Again, this is the DC Universe. And this one I'm taking off the card, obviously. The condition is bad, and she's not really a main character, so it really makes no sense to keep her on card. Because 1, it's going to take up room, and 2, the boxes beat the shit. So that's going to go right here for the box to be demolished. Her, I don't remember where the hell I got it from or where I paid for. I just know I paid for it. This dude, real cool white dude, he lost some games. Somebody stole some shit from him, which was kind of fucked up. But he did have this, and it was just sitting on the table. And at first, I thought it was just an empty box because I was shocked. And this Russian dude was looking at some stuff, and he was over it. And I was like, "Excuse me, oh, you're taking that?" And he was like, "No." He was just hoggling over it, and the game was actually in there. And this is Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday. Super NES box. No booklet, but it has the box and it has the game. So, thought that was pretty cool. $10 bill. Super Nintendo game with the box. I don't know how much this game is worth. I just know it's gotta be worth more than $10. So I was more than happy to give him $10 for it because I am building my collection. When I'm building stuff personally for me, I mean, if I'm gonna take stuff that I know I'm gonna turn around and resell, then I'm on some, okay, let me try to get a real good deal. But if it's stuff personally for me, I'm not like that. All right, now moving on to Mel. These are friends. These are guys that Nas is real cool with, and I became friends with them as well. And I got to know them through his YouTube channel. You know, we're basically YouTube brothers. You know, and it's funny because we both lost so much weight. Nas lost a lot of weight. We both lost drastic weight, and it's a good thing. You know, I don't even know if he's still making videos or whatnot, but he's a real cool dude. I always liked him. He's Ukrainian. Very, very nice guy. Very artistic. And I don't like a lot of people. A lot of people don't like me. So for both of us to get along and like each other is kind of weird. Because a lot of people don't like me. So his friend Mel has this GameCube game, Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. So Mel gave me that for $5, and then he also gave me this Mario game that I can't read because I'm going blind. I think it's Super Mario Brothers, and that's definitely for the Game Boy Color. You can always tell from the case or the cartridge. So I'll put that up here with my other cartridge stuff. This guy, what the hell did I pay for him? Or where did I get him from? Oh, I got him from Perry. The same guy who, a little over a month ago or so, we made a deal on the Marvel Legend and DC figures that I got. I paid $180 for about, I forgot how many of them, but we did a deal. And he basically had a 1 for 3, 2 for 5 deal. And that's another reason why Columbus is such a great place to go to find stuff to buy, because their prices are a lot. Their prices are almost garage sale prices. Some people, because a lot of these guys, they come from the South. Like they come from way South Jersey, almost Philadelphia, and prices are cheaper. Obviously, the more up north you are, the more prices are higher, and the more you're used to paying high prices because it's city prices. So these guys are more keen and giving me better deals. I don't know why I brought that, to be honest, but I think I paid $10 for all that. That was that, and so I got that guy. I believe I believe this dude is. I don't know if he's a DC character. Yeah, he's a DC character. I could tell just from. Is that one of the? I don't know. Whatever. I believe both of these are DC. I'm not too sure. Oh man, I don't know why this computer keeps doing that. They both might be DC. Is this the Blue Beetle? Yo, my eyesight is so fucked up. So you got these two. So I got that for Perry. As well as this Iron Fist again. And this guy. So I think I paid like $10 for everything, to be honest. Which I'm cool with because it's worth it. This lady sold me this for $1. And like I said before, I'll say it again. I'll try to get as many other different colored, anything Wii related, because we have all types of different colors for their controllers and whatnot. I have a pink, what's it called? And I got a blue nunchuck. And for $1, can't beat that. This was also the same guy that I just said that that somebody stole games from him. A little Ziploc bag full of games, and I got that boxed Pokey Pig game for 10. I basically gave him $20. I got that, and I got the gold Pokemon from him also for $10. So yeah. Okay, now the Navy guy I was just talking about, the one that I got that Mario DS game from. He actually gave me this for $3. It's Spider-Man. I don't know if it's Spider-Man and X-Men or Spider-Man versus X-Men. It is a little sun faded as far as the picture goes, but it is for the original Game Boy. This should be a $10 or more game, so to get it for $3, I was cool with it. Now this lady here, middle-aged black woman, you know, she had some stuff, and I was truthful with her, because she did tell me that it works. One thing I noticed right off the bat was the back here is flush, and it's got weight to it. I didn't check the battery to see if it's in there, but it is in there, and it is flush. I didn't check it there, so I'm not gonna lie. But I noticed that the back wasn't trying to protrude, like this back cover wasn't trying to protrude out. So I knew that, you know, the battery was still good, because people always complain about the DSs, but I find the PSP, for it to be a way newer system, their batteries die the most. So one good clue that the system works is the fact that she did have a game in here, a crappy game. I think it's Tony Hawk 2 or something, but she did say it worked. Only alarming thing with it is the fact that it's cracked in two areas here. It's cracked here, as you see that. It's cracked right here and right here. So basically right here is where it's cracked. So I'm guessing somebody sat on it, because it just makes common sense for them to both have those cracks right here somewhere. Somebody must have sat on it or something. But she did say it worked, and she only wanted $20 for it. So we were talking, and I was talking to her about the cracks, and she's like, well, what would you take for it? I said, to be honest, $20 is still worth it for the $20. And she said, you know what? It's so hard to find honest people, because one of my neighbors said the same thing. Now when she said neighbors, excuse me a second, she meant flea market neighbors. So I'm gonna plug this up and see if it does come on. And I was like, yeah, but I said it's gonna cost money to fix the screen, and I said it's worth the $20. But if anything, if you could try to sell it. If not, maybe we could work a deal out later. Try to sell it first. I swore I just seen it come. Okay, it is. Is it beeping? Yeah. So at least it's getting power. You should see an orange beep, orange light. There you go. So you see that. Sometimes some of these things should pop right on. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So let's see. Alright, so she was definitely right. And it shows perfect even with the cracked screen. And I do need a PSP, which is I also ironic again. Like I said earlier with the Dreamcast, now since I have decided Sorry for that second. Let's press X to see where everything. All right, well, looks like everything does work. It must be a girl's system because you know, you've seen a screensaver of Chris Brown. I don't really see a boy, you know, having. Well, you know, you never know. But she wasn't lying. It does work. So I will hold on to this until I get an upgrade. Because this is another system that I want to have different variations of it. And voila, it does play the game. So good score for $10. Let me turn it off. Okay, it doesn't want to turn off. Okay, there you go. I think it has a memory card in it too. I figured it did because it looked like it was reading from something. How big is it? It looked like 30. I think it's 32 megabyte, which ain't shit. And it is the first version of the PSP too, which is the one everybody likes. The old one, the heavy one. I don't know if this one is. Excuse me a sec. Oh, it's my cousin's girlfriend. Or ex-girl now. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I'm on my way. I don't know. What's the address?
Hold on one second. Hold
Are you
on.
even home?
Yeah, I'm home. Just hold on a second. Yeah, my address is 125 Dodge Street.
125. It's gonna take me. I just got out of work. It's 45 minutes.
No, that's fine.
Wait.
No, that's right. I'm up. I'm just taking care of something right now. Just let me know when you're outside.
All right. You said 1.
Hold on. Yeah, 125.
125
Dodd, D-O-D-D Street.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
All right.
All right.
Sorry about that. I just didn't want to air my address out there. Yeah, that's my cousin's ex-girlfriend now. She grew up in East Orange, which is ironic because the whole time I didn't even know my cousin had a girlfriend out here until over a year ago. And he comes out here to see her all the time. Don't come see me, but now they broke up. Now he needs me to do him a favor by allowing her to drop off some of his shit that he left at her house. Boy, I tell you, man, motherfucking people. Anyway, I already lost train of. Oh yeah. So speaking of the PSP again. So and she also gave this PlayStation sleeve, and again, I know for a fact that somebody definitely had to sit on this, because that's the only. It will only make sense on why that the screen is like that in both areas. It would take equal pressure to do that. It just doesn't make no sense on. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna sit here and get into all the forensics of it. So I showed you that stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, here's another bag. Let's see what's in this one, and maybe I can. Okay, this one here is this it? Oh shit! No, I don't know. That's from today, but that's someone else. Okay, this I got from this other cat. I've seen him a couple times in the flea market. He charged me $6 for this, and actually now I think about it, it was $6, including that Rumble pack. This Rumble pack earlier. That's where I got it from. The DS Rumble pack, and and these two Transformers. They're not complete with weapons, but they are complete. This is the only he had a big bin of miscellaneous stuff, but majority of everything in it looked like it was missing stuff and broken. And considering how, considering his beautiful family, his beautiful kids and stuff. You could tell his wife or girlfriend is white because his children are like Milano. Real beautiful kids, man. Very well-mannered, well-behaved kids. Real cool cat. I've never seen him before. I think I've seen him once or twice, actually. Real cool guy. And I'm guessing, some of that stuff probably belonged to his kids or something, or maybe the kids played with it and they decided, I don't know. For whatever reason, whoever had this stuff, it was well played with. It was well loved. Let's put it that way. That's probably the best way to put it. It was well loved. And he wanted $30 for the whole bin. To me and some other people, it wasn't really worth it unless you really had time to go through everything. But I did notice that this was complete because I was messing around with it. So I basically gave him, I think he charged me $7 or $8 for the DS Rumble Pack. This Bumblebee alone, if I was to sell this, I would sell it for $15 to $20 on my table all day at Meadowlands, even at Columbus. And then this dude here, I think this is Sentinel Prime, if I'm not mistaken. I think he had Optimus, but it was jacked up. I think this is Sentinel Prime. I don't know how to. Okay, whatever. Anyway, whatever. It is complete as far as I don't think anything's missing off of it. I gotta play around with it to try to, whatever. But they're both big. These are definitely leader class Transformers, and leader class Transformers in the stores were $50 all day. $50. The Ultimate Bumblebee was $100 and $130 when they re-released it again a year and a half later. But these sell in the stores for $50 when they did sell them. Now they're basically not in stores anymore unless you have a hobby shop or something like that. So used, these are about 20. These are anywhere from $15 to $25 each one. Sentinel Prime probably more. He's probably somewhere between 25 and up. Bumblebee should be somewhere around 15 and up. So to get both of these in his DS Rumble Pack for $7 or $8, I was definitely well content with that. Like I said, I want to buy a whole bunch of toys. I'm gonna start saving stuff, and I'm just gonna do things different. Just sit on shit, and I'm gonna start going to different cons and toy events myself because I'm tired of giving people my money that I paid top dollar for. Okay, here's another bag. What's in here? Oh yeah, he's probably knocked out now. I had this made for Isaiah because he loves Roblox, and I forgot to give him the T-shirt. So definitely gave the guy money for that. All right, this stuff here is what I was looking for. This stuff cost me $10. I thought the guy was white, but he was a Puerto Rican dude. We had a good conversation. I'll tell you, if I run across as many people that love me in person, my YouTube channel will be phenomenally crazy. It will be great. Because I'm like the most realist, straightforward, honest mofo you can ever meet. A lot of people got me pegged the wrong way. That's why some people be like, nah, Mike, he's cool. People like, I don't know. He's angry. You know what it is? I don't like bullshit. That's my problem. I got all these for $1. Well, not $1, but $1 each. I didn't get them from Chase the right prices. One day I want to go visit him and his new beautiful family and kids. Hopefully once I get to know him and once he get a chance to watch my channel or somehow, get to know who I am and whatnot. I just think him and his people are cool. I like people like that, hustlers and just people who have grand, who just have fun getting stuff. They get great deals. All these are priced at $5, but he was selling everything for $1, and I'm gonna explain why I got them. One was just basically a shelf filler. The other ones were nostalgic reasons and because I like the games. But yeah, most of these were marked at $5 each. There are 5 Sega Genesis games. Nothing the wow factor. Nothing here is wow factor. Everything is just basically games that are just to help fill and build a collection. They're basically shelf fillers. My plan was actually just to get top of the line games that are worth a lot of money, but being that these games are so cheap, and the video gaming is so popular, and it's like now everybody and their grandma is bringing games and stuff out the woodworks. When I first started getting back into collecting video gaming, back in 14, 15, I was paying good prices for my stuff. Because at that time I didn't know of the Columbus flea market. You understand? Because even even people in the Brooklyn flea market and in Green Acres, being that there was a lot of collectors, you were paying close to retail price for games. Because people were walking around buying, and paying for this stuff. And even the older people who sold video games in the Green Acres Mall, flea market, or Valley Stream Mall, whatever you want to call it, they probably didn't know what games were hot, but they knew that they had a following and people who would buy games from them. And if the prices were right, which they always were, because people would always buy whatever video game, everything the person had, and then they would just turn around, resell it, trade it, or do whatever. So they would, so they would wind up getting their stuff for free after they worked their deals. And that's how I got a lot of my stuff. But again, I paid, I got taxed for that stuff. Then you had the Belmore Flea Market on Sunday in Belmore, Long Island, at the Belmore, Long Island Railroad train station. You have vendors there that were, that would buy from other vendors, and these are people that had stores and, a lot of collectors. It was what it was. I'm just basically taking all this stuff off because all this stuff is going on my shelf, so I don't like I don't like GameStop stickers and shit on my. I'm just funny like that. So anyway, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 10 games, and I paid $10 for them. Nostalgic speaks for itself. Bulls versus Blazers. And this game, I believe, is complete, right? Yep. Complete with booklet. Then we have F-22 Interceptor. This is basically just it's a crappy looking fighter game, but it is complete with box. And I got this just for a shelf filler. I'll probably want to get rid of it sooner or later anyway. Sega Classics, Tommy Lasorda Baseball. I believe this is also complete. This speaks for itself. Joe Montana Football, the original. Welcome to Joe Montana's Football. Oh, shit. I don't know how. I was talking to the guy, and I don't know how, but I wound up buying 2 of the same game. Yeah, whatever. One to go somewhere anyway. It doesn't matter. It's only $1. Then here for the PlayStation 3, we have Grand Theft Auto 4, which I don't know if I got it for the 360 or the PS3. Immaculate condition. Of course, it's Blu-ray, so. Here we have X-Men Origins Wolverine, also for the PS3. Doesn't have the booklet, and it looks like it was a rental game. Red Dead Redemption for Greatest Hits for the PS3. I'll just most likely hold on to that until I get it'll basically be a filler until I get until I upgrade it. Mortal Kombat for the PS3, and as a matter of fact, I think I have this game. This one I know I don't have. Tomb Raider Trilogy. I love Tomb Raider. I love that game. The original Tomb Raider for the PlayStation, where you had to do certain. I used to love the mechanics. I think they should bring those mechanics back to Tomb Raider. Remember how, like, for the original PlayStation, you had to like when you were climbing the cliff, you had to jump up, do a certain move the controller a certain way, and then press another button for her to do like a flip twist in the air to grab the other side. Oh, I used to love that shit, man. That's what made me fall in love with Tomb Raider, with Lara Croft's character and that franchise, is that for the same reason why I used to love THQ's wrestling games until like I'll say 2007 when they start making the games and they start doing that dumbass shit to where they start fucking up the mechanics of the game, of the buttons and all that shit. That was when I stopped playing it. And now wrestling is just, to me, is just stupid. I don't know what the hell's going on. All these new people with these crappy ass gimmicks and this and that, and some of y'all may get upset like, hey, don't say that. That shit is trash now. Wrestling used to be great. Now it's just garbage. Straight buns, AJ Styles, and all these new crappy ass people. It's bad enough. People were in love with CM Punk, And I was like, he look like an average dude. Like, you know, he look like a damn nut job. But dudes loved him. But he gained my respect when that dude pulled his hair in the audience and he turned around and smacked the shit out of him. That's when I realized, I was like, oh, I liked him from that point. He was one of those white boys. I love him. All right, now this stuff here, this bag it's 2 bags. Let me see if I can pick it up so you guys can see the depth. And like I said, this is a long video because there's a lot of shit. All this stuff here. In here, we have a boxed Atari 7800. Yes, a boxed Atari 7800. We have the G.I. Joe stuff that he had in here and some G1 Transformer stuff. Today, I paid $375 for this stuff. I figured while I have the money, I might as well, especially due to the fact that most of this stuff, the video game stuff is going on my collection. The G.I. Joe stuff, I'm just using for accumulation. And that's not all. I almost forgot this. Also this. If I can get it out. The Darth Vader case. I'll show you guys that. Well, actually, I'm right here. I might as well show it now, right? What's the secret? So again, all this stuff. Well, I just told you that. You got the Darth Vader vintage case with some figures inside. And you have a boxed Atari 5200. See how I told you how Fate is and how weird, just how weird Fate is? Yesterday, I wound up getting a 5200 in a lot for $350. Today, I wound up paying $24 more because this guy knows his shit. I mean, the collectability is a lot better on this end compared to the other stuff I had yesterday. Because being that a lot of this, actually no, it's about the same. Because a lot of stuff is just basically parts and whatnot that I got. Okay. So here we have a case. Of course, I ain't paid like $4 or $5 for it. We have we have this Princess Leia in this outfit. I don't remember which one. I'm not that big on them like that. I think this is a medical droid, if I'm not mistaken. Vintage medical droid. We have here this actually, I don't know if this is the new movie make. I mean, the one that came out in the 90s, or if it's the original one from 83, 84, Luke Skywalker and Stormtrooper Disguise. I don't know. I can't tell the difference. I don't know. Then here we have Boba Fett. Him I'll show y'all because, some people never know which one, if he's the one that's worth a lot of money or not. I doubt it. Then here we have the Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker. Missing his cloak. And we have this dude here. I don't know. Dude. This is Darth Vader. He doesn't have his lightsaber or his cape. And I believe this is half Luke Skywalker. Or is it Han Solo? My eyesight is bad. It might just be one of those Hoth, whatever guys. Then we have another droid here, and I don't know what the hell. I can't get this guy out. This ugly ass dude here. And we have another Luke. I think this is Bespin Luke. They're not in the best condition. You got this dude also. I forgot what kind of droid this is. This box thing. That was in there. A C-3PO. Of course, he's loose as hell. I think this is the AT-ST operator, something like that. I forgot which guy this is. Then we got this, I know he's the Rancor. Was it the Rancor? The guy who raised the Rancor. Okay, let's see. I'll put this dude. I'll put him over here in this corner somewhere. He can get his ass in there. There we go. Okay, we got Luke here, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you got 15 vintage Star Wars figures, no weapons, and a vintage Darth Vader case. I'm gonna go downstairs and clean this up. Maybe later on tonight. I'll wipe it down, let it dry, let it air dry out. I like my stuff clean, so I'll do something with that. Keep the figures inside. I might as well show you guys this first, just to get this out the way. I don't really like. I don't know why people do this. Wait, maybe I can get this, because I would prefer to use clear tape. I'll play around with this after. I don't want to waste your time. Box is not in the best condition, but come on, this thing is old as shit. Old as shit. And it is extremely hard, without going to conventions and or hobby or video game shops. Do you know how hard it is to find Atari systems in the wild in the box? This stuff didn't get sold because I already, I saw it from inside his van. Me and him are real cool at Columbus, and he's a cool guy. I would say that sometimes we make deals, sometimes we don't, but he always treats you the same, and I respect that about him. Come on now. Okay, so yeah. So again, this Atari 5200 is in a box. Box is not in the best condition, but again, it's in the box. I gotta tape up the box. This one is automatically in better condition than mine. I could have played. Oh man, I just realized I probably could have got a better deal off of him because this one doesn't have the adapter. Good thing mine's have the adapter. But he's there next week. He'll probably take care of me on something else. He got these original TV things in there. The adapter's not there, so he worked me a deal anyway. So I can't complain. It was my fault. I should have. You got Vanguard for the 5200. Defender, which I have this for the 2600, so you have it for the 5200 as well. You have Dig Dug for the 5200. You have Star Raiders for the 5200. And you have the original Pac-Man that comes with the system for the 5200. I did not look in here. I should have. I automatically assumed that the adapter was here because being that the adapter is not here, I probably could have wound up paying a little cheaper than what I paid for everything. So now I gotta look and see if the adapter is there for the original 7800. I'm gonna mess around with this box as this video is being uploaded. So let me move all this crap out the way. This thing is gonna fall apart. So let me keep this up here so I can tape this. I would re-glue it, but it makes no sense to re-glue it. I'll just leave that there. I'll get back to that. Since I'm already on the box systems, let's see the 7800. 7800 box is also, not in the best condition, but again, it is hard to find retro, especially historic Americana video game related stuff in a while. Again, not at a convention, not from a collector, and not from a hobby shop, but to find it at a market. I'm pretty sure he paid real. I don't know how much he paid for this stuff. I do know that I'm learning that a lot of people at Columbus, they get good shit because they're getting a lot of stuff from a flea market down in the Trenton area. That's all I'm gonna say. But again, I'm not gonna drive an hour down when it only takes me 20 minutes to get to the one close to me. So I'm gonna leave that with that. Here is the 7800. It's basically like a beefed up version of the the new Atari 2600. And this is not as clean as the 5200. So I will be taking this downstairs and wiping it down and seeing if it works. This one has a a controller and some of these things, which I got plenty of. This one does have the, looks like it has the owner's manual. Video computer system. You know, back then they didn't call it games because they wanted to, you know, I think they wanted to like get mature, you know, more mature people into the system. And again, you know, like they designed this stuff to kind of fit in with home decor. The older systems. This one does seem to have the adapter. The 5200 doesn't, so I gotta talk to him and tell him that it doesn't have the adapter. Maybe he'll do something for me. This is weird. I've never seen that before. Sorry, what? I've never seen that. Oh wow! What the hell? Oh man! Oh wow! That's crazy. Never seen that before. Well, I've never owned a 7800, so I guess that would make sense why. I never owned one. Seen them all the time, but you know, growing up, you know, we had 2600 Atari because it was the cheapest Atari you can get. So I'll take this down and play with it. So basically, the main stuff I paid for in this lot was the two systems. And again, it's 5200 loose or just the console is like around $40, $45 sold on eBay. So to get one in the box with games, you know, you're looking at anywhere from $150 to $200. You know what I'm saying? The 7800, I'm guessing if the 5200 is a lesser system, the 7800 shouldn't be that far behind it. The 7800 is definitely a better box. I do want to take this yellow tape. I don't mind clear tape just to help secure and, you know, give better stability. This tape is, try to, yeah, thank God this is cheap. It's coming right off. It's nasty. And this is probably just from years of, it might just be regular clear shipping tape. It's just that it's so damn old. Yeah, it is. Because it's just so damn old that it's yellow. Thank God somebody used cheap tape because it came right off. But that's how old it is. That it looks almost like the ones you use for shipping stuff. I've been stuttering a lot lately. I don't know what the hell is going on. I already know that 5200 Atari, that tape's gonna be a bitch to get off. All right. So let's talk about this stuff here, huh? Definitely gotta get more clear bins. Here you have the Snowcat with virtually everything missing. It is in good condition. It does have a stand wheel. It doesn't have the windshield wiper. It doesn't have the missiles piece or the missiles. It's missing the missiles for the ski. And I don't actually see no permanent marker on this, so maybe he wiped it off, or maybe it is not. I don't know, whatever. Maybe it's not from red, white, and blue. Then here you have the G.I. Joe Havoc. The G.I. Joe I just realized, surprisingly, the G.I. Joe Havoc does have the escape pod thing in the back. This is actually, oh shit, I'm about to say complete. I just realized it's missing I didn't even realize it was missing the bottom. Damn. I could have probably got a better deal. I didn't notice that. Here you have a lot of guns. G.I. Joe stuff. Here you have some G.I. Joe figs. 4 of them. You have the Motor Viper. Oh, okay. You got Motor Viper. I forgot this Viper. And you have Norgahide. So you got 5 figures there. You have Armored Cobra Commander. He looks strong and stiff. And then you have, I believe this is the Royal Guard from Cobra La. Whoop. And here we have a bag of G.I. Joe weapons and stuff. Guns and stuff. And you have G.I. Joe missiles. And other stuff. So we got that stuff here. in this Ziploc bag. Then we have another Ziploc bag full of G.I. Joe stuff. Actually, this this is busted, but this goes to, I think, Omega Supreme. Broken up, though. What is this? This is part of, like, one of the Cobra night vision bolts or some shit like that. You have different... I don't think this is G.I. Joe. That's not G.I. Joe. You have that Cobra thing, the little jet thing that they use in the show. This is probably G.I. Joe. But you have a whole bunch of G.I. Joe stuff here, miscellaneous stuff. Bag of crap. I don't know where this guy get his shit from. He always seemed to get stuff. You got Zanzibar's skiff. He has the hammer, but the skiff is all beat up and whatever. Then you have, I guess, another one of these Cobra jet things. That should be like $10, $15 right there. Then we have part of the Dreadnought Cycle parts. G.I. Joe parts always sell. Motorcycle looks like a piece is broken off of it, but G.I. Joe parts, all the same. And you have more G.I. Joe stuff. Another bike. And there's more miscellaneous stuff. I'll probably go through this during the week when I got time because I'm exhausted. And we're already over an hour, well over an hour in this video. Alright, moving on to the G1 stuff. Not much to report. I don't know his name, so I'm not going to try to butcher it. I don't know if that's G1 or G2. Probably missing shit. This is definitely 25th anniversary G.I. Joe. It's from that Mars thing. It's a drill, I believe. Mars is actually Destro's like Destro's group. Let me just show you guys this shit. This is a G2 Megatron metal tank. And we have some other stuff here. Can't really make out because of the tent. We have Top Spin. We have Top Spin and Twin Twist, which is a common. Those are common Transformers. Those are G1 common Transformers you see everywhere. And a couple of other mini cons like Brawl and Cosmo. And he had this piece. I grabbed that quick. This is actually a piece of the Power Ranger train set. So I definitely know. I know for a fact that he got this from Red, White, and Blue down in Trenton. Because I actually have the train that came out of Red, White, and Blue this week that just passed. Early in the week. And the train was actually complete. But the train was missing, you know, like there's pieces of the train that covers the fists. And this is one of them. And then when you put them in train Power Ranger mode, whatever the damn Power Ranger's name is, this becomes like the front part of the shoulder. So I'm missing one other piece now, and that's ironic because the Trenton Red, White, and Blue get their shit from the Hawthorne / Patterson Red, White, and Blue. Everything basically gets processed through there. Then after it gets processed through them, you know, then trucks get dispersed down to Trenton. How do I know that? I know that because I was told that, and it makes perfect sense on how they do that. So with that basically being said, I know that's true. But for some strange ass reason, they get great shit because the stuff that these guys get and sell at the market is just crazy. I would never go down there and step on nobody's toes because a lot of these guys, they'll be upset if they see me down there. I know I won't be treated right down there. They know people down there and shit, and on top of that, it just won't be right. I mean, if I'm down there one day, maybe, but I wouldn't just, you know, I don't know. So anyway, this stuff here. Okay. Is there another bag somewhere, or did I get rid of that bag already? Man, I got so much shit. I don't know what's what here. What is this? Okay. All right. Let's start with that, and then we're done. I know some of y'all probably like, damn, why he ain't having shit together? Yeah, I know. You're right. I should have had my shit together. This stuff I picked up in Unique, I believe. Yeah, I picked this stuff up in Unique. I went there today. Surprisingly, they had stuff there. It's a Sunday, but you know they didn't have like it wasn't the wow factor. It wasn't stuff that I need or want. But they did have a lot of shit. They did have nice stuff there for people who want to pick up stuff for their kids and whatnot. Just wasn't for me. But I did get this stuff. They had a brand new Xbox 360 DJ Hero 2. They had a Nintendo GameCube Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 for the GameCube. And these are in really, really good condition. So immaculate. PS2 Lego Batman. And the Wii Lego Indiana Jones, the original adventure. So, this game definitely gotta get wiped down. That's why I'll make sure I keep that on the top. I wipe all my games down before I put them on shelves and put them with other stuff because that's just kind of person I am. This was actually $1.99. Surprisingly, it was priced because sometimes if they feel toys are too big to be put in the baggies or for whatever reasons. I think this is a female. I don't know, but it's some kind of animated figure. I'm guessing it's gonna be Final Fantasy related, maybe or whatever. But it was so cool, I just decided to get it. I gotta do some research on it to see what the hell it is. If it's a boy, if it's a girl. But it was, I figured for $2. There was no discount because today is Sunday. But I was like, I'm here anyway. I'll do $2 on it, and I did it. Yay! Alright, now last but not least, we got this bag that I got from Goodwill. And I'm going to tell you why I got it from Goodwill. Goodwill now charges $5 automatically for their games. There is no color code prices because, like, I think every week or so they do different colors. I believe this week that just passed, it's green. So next week it'll probably be pink, blue, red, or whatever. These games I paid the $5 for them because I thought they were worth it. That's the only reason why I did it. This game wasn't supposed to be in there. This game I paid, I think, $1 for it. At the yeah, I did. Yeah, it was in my car and it fell out of one of the other bags and I put it in this bag. So this was $1. I don't remember. I brought it from an individual. This is the only thing I brought from somebody. Well, from a regular individual at Columbus Flea Market. It's for the Dreamcast. It's I only got it as a shelf filler. I think it's called Whippin'. My eyesight is bad now. Whippin'. I think it's Whippin' Riders or something like that. But it is a snowboarding game, and I used to love snowboarding and skate games. My favorite arcade in the '90s was called. I think it was called. Damn, it was a skateboard game. It was a whole machine. That shit was bad. Like you can actually ride on a skate. They had a skateboard. It's like a. Fuck is that? Oh, fly. It was like a virtual reality thing. I think it was called Top Skater or something like that. That shit was beautiful. If I ever had to own an arcade, that would be it. I used to love that fucking game. Like it was a big ass screen, and it had like metal railings on both sides, depending on if you're lefty or righty. And it kind of like hovered a little bit, and it was like on some kind of suspension rig, and it was actually a skateboard sensor thing. And you got on the skateboard, and you can move it side, left, right, up, down, and you can flip the board certain ways. And depending on how much torque you put into your hip and shit, you could do misty flips and all that. I think it was called Top Skater or some shit. That was a bad ass arcade. But anyway. So yeah, this was $1 for the Dreamcast. I'm over here reminiscing too much. Alright, and Player's Choice, we have Nintendo GameCube Animal Crossing. Why the hell did I get this game? I picked it up by mistake. Again, like I said, due to my diabetes, my eyesight is extremely poor. and for some reason I picked it up, and I did not mean to, but it cost me. Even when I was paying for it, I just wasn't paying attention. It's going on a lot lately. This game was well worth it. This is self-explanatory. Player's Choice Nintendo GameCube Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube. Immaculate condition. That's self-explanatory. This game is worth about $5 to $6 to $7 more than what on eBay than what I paid for it. Again, all the games are $5, and I got it because it was recommended by people up here on YouTube, as well as two people inside the actual Goodwill, because they were also looking at gaming. But I grabbed these to be funny about. Nobody else saw them, and some people walked in late, and I guess they directed them where they keep the games now. And I already grabbed this stuff. So you got the PlayStation 2, SpongeBob SquarePants, Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. So they all recommended, so that was a good game. For the original Xbox, aka OG Xbox, you have Project Gotham Racing 2. I love racing games, car racing games, so I had to get that. Self-explanatory, we have GameCube, we have Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. This one dude was like, "Oh my God, you really gonna buy that?" Because he wanted it. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, man." He's like, "Damn, man. Are you sure?" Then here you have Super Monkey Ball. Again, these two games, I don't know why the hell I picked them up. Super Monkey Balls and Animal Crossing. But it's alright because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. So that's basically $30. And the Smash Brothers Melee alone is easily a $30 game by itself. So to get 5 games for free, especially being that one of them is the Metroid Prime's 2 Echoes. Come on. That's everything. Like basically this Super Smash Brothers Melee, $30 game. And everything else is icing on the cake. So those 6 games is what I got. I gotta pick up more Lysol wipes tomorrow and other toiletries and stuff like that. So anyway, that's everything, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this long ass video, and I'll talk to you guys whenever I talk to you.